hardly hear him.
Starting lineup for Hudson. Number 3, Sean Berger. Brandon Balopu. Nikki Aldenov. Number 7, Owen Baldwin. Number 8, Owen Balopu. Daryl Chapel. Henry Vandenberg. Number 14, Liam Salam. Number 16, Mac Nizzel. Jackson Howland. Number 18, Britton Houlihan. Number 23, Zhao Zoe. Number 25, Dylan Sheets. And now, the starting lineup for your New Richmond Tigers. Starting in goal, sophomore number 0, Dalen Sweet. Number 3, Stephen Chapman. Number 4, Bennett Weiss. Number 7, Matt Westmoreland. Number 8, Riley Hyberg. Number 9, Charlie Jess. Number 10, Andrew Blattner. Number 11, Roshane Samuel. Number 14, Malachi Pethis. Number 18, Len Rios. And number 23, Azariah Zapata. The Tigers are coached by Durham Blattner and assisted by Steve Tesser, Jeff Schrader, and Ryan Bay. The WIAA has assigned 3 officials for today's match. At this time, if you can, will you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another great night of Big Rivers Conference soccer. We are in New Richmond, Wisconsin, at New Richmond High School, where the New Richmond Tigers are going to host the hometown, or the Hudson Raiders from Hudson, Wisconsin. That's my hometown. So big matchup here tonight. Neighboring cities, more or less, in the western side of the state of Wisconsin, and always a bit of a rivalry. Because of proximity, these teams have played each other, much like a lot of the Big Rivers Conference teams. They've played each other off and on in summer ball, winter ball. Some players from each team are likely even on teams together now, the way some things have formed out here in western Wisconsin with the Western Wisconsin Soccer Club, which is bringing teams from Somerset, River Falls, New Richmond, and Hudson all together to form higher power, stronger teams. And so this will be a fun match. Definitely a win that the Raiders need after losing 2-0 to the River Falls Wildcats last Tuesday, just a couple days ago. Kind of a stunning upset. The Raiders were a probably top 5 ranked team in the state going into that game, and kind of has had a hard time from beginning to end in that match, and looking to turn things around tonight. So it's a beautiful night. It's been a beautiful day here in western Wisconsin in the mid to upper 70s, and it's just a great night for soccer, and will be super fun. So New Richmond looks like they are going to take the kickoff. Before we get started, I am with John Tangen here, who is running all of the technical pieces for the River Channel, which is the host of this broadcast. So John is running the camera, the sound, and everything else while I just sit here and talk, more or less. My name is Jeff Ion. I am your announcer, and I have had the pleasure of coaching a number of the players on the Hudson team over the years in their summer winter ball. So it's just a great experience to sit and watch them play as young men now, and at this level on the big field. So here we go. Ball bounced around a little bit. Hudson's pushing this ball up. There's Sean Berger deep with the ball and gets tripped up in the box. Referee is saying play on, and takes a lot to get a call in the penalty box these days because it's a game-changing call by the referee. So they don't make those calls lightly because you're basically giving away a PK and probably about a 99% chance of a goal. Raiders know all about that, though, because last game in River Falls, the Wildcats were awarded 2 penalty kicks on somewhat controversial calls. They usually always are when they're a penalty kick. And that was the resulting score, 2-0. So Hudson knows fully well the impact of that. And again, this is a good chance for the Raiders to get back on track. And here we go. You may be watching this on YouTube. You may be watching this on Facebook. 2 great opportunities to watch this match. While I'm announcing, do have the YouTube channel up, and certainly welcome any comments anybody wants to make, where you're at, who you're cheering for, how you're connected to the team. All those great things are fun to see. Raiders are going to get a free kick here. A little bit of a trip-up foul there. And this is Aaron Sparling, big leg. He's going to put this ball right where they want it. No, and Aaron, it's a beautiful ball. Great play. Oh, tough bouncer. Sean Berger gets a left-footed strike. Not the most solid strike, but a good one nonetheless. But nothing came of it. There's Aaron Sparling. Dribbling that ball, gets out of bounds. Will be a Raiders throw-in. It's like Henry Vanden Bark with the throw, number 12. Gets it into Muthadon. Henry keeps it moving, tries to sneak it through a couple guys, but nobody home. Big boot up by the Tigers, but easily taken by the Raiders to punch it back in. It's Harry Ross, captain of the Raiders, one of the three captains, with a good takeaway there, but nice play there by number 11 of the Tigers. Looks like Roshana Samuels. A nice play there. It looks like he's got some speed the Raiders are going to have to be careful of. Harry Ross with another big boot up, trying to play a little shoot it long and see if Sean Berger can pick that up and make something happen. Tigers escape that with a kick out of bounds and will be a throw-in for the Raiders deep in New Richmond Tigers territory. Actually, looks like it's a corner kick for the Raiders. That looks like it's probably Aaron Sparling. Big, strong left foot boy, kicks that one high. Kicks it kind of wide and out. Good play there by Connor Sparling. His brother plays it out over to Harry Ross. Deep in the corner. Keeps it in. Oh, actually that ball did get out. AR saw it and the head ref calls for the goal kick. Here's a little shout out for Bob and Denise Nelson in Jupiter, Florida, tuning in to watch Connor, also known as Seabass Hauser, get in the game up probably in a little bit here. I know Connor very well, coached him for many years, and his brother Brett. Oh, and a great strike there for the Raiders. Good ball up. Sean Berger did the best he could, but to get a foot on that ball meant he was going to kick the ball over the goal, basically. So good effort by Sean. Raiders are getting the pressure they want, and we'll see what happens next year. Here we go. There's a quick crossover by Sean Berger. Cleared out by the Tigers. There's Harry Ross moving that ball around. Brings it back to Aaron Sparling, who's going to swing it over to his brother Connor and then all the way through to Henry Vandenberg. We have some Sparling brothers and we have some Balapew brothers on the team this year. Every year there's usually a couple sets of brothers. Always fun to see. Couple headers for the Raiders pushing it up. There's Aaron Sparling. Oh, and he crushes a shot. Really strong leg by Aaron Sparling, but just tags that one wide of the post. That's going to result in a New Richmond corner kick. Or, I'm sorry, a goal kick. Big kick there. Nice leg on that goalkeeper. Kept in by the Raiders. Looks like Balapew over there. Cohen heading back. Looks like Liam Salam out there far, playing some defense, covering up on that play. And a good clear there by Nicky Alanoff. Berger playing a little defense up there as a striker to try to keep that ball in the net. There it is. Good play. Vandenberg sends that ball up for Muthadon. And goalkeeper plays it back into the box to himself and gets to punt that ball. Ball goes out of bounds, and there's Henry Vandenberg with another throw-in. Little flick pass there by Vandenberg, but goes out of bounds. Nice effort, though. Another throw in by the Tigers. Connor Sparling putting that ball up. Good play by Berger. Heads it back into the middle to Aaron Sparling. And swings it out wide. Just not quite enough pace on that ball to Owen Wassman out on the right side. Tigers playing it wide. I don't think I've made the call, but the New Richmond Tigers are in black, playing from left to right on your screen. Raiders from Hudson are in white, playing from right to left. And a little foul there on the Raiders, a little trip from behind, maybe a little push from behind there, and that's going to give the Tigers an optimal opportunity here. A big leg can put this ball in the scoring area. It's a nice ball. Toby Schneider, Hudson Raiders goalkeeper, comes up, plays that ball beautifully, catches it pure out of the air. And Toby gives it a big boot here. Liam Salama with a nice stop there, and Connor Sparling bringing this ball up. Raiders seem content to try to push the ball up the middle of the field. This time taken away by the Tigers. It's Quinton with the ball over to Connor Sparling, who's going to send it out wide this time. Trying to hit Owen Wassman there. Connor again in the middle, kind of puts a boot on that, gets it up, and now it's in the clear, though, by the Tigers. Little collision there away from the ball. Nothing that a foul needs to be called on. Good call by the referee there. Ball's coming in high, and Toby Schneider picks that ball up again. And he's communicating a little bit with his team where he wants them, and he's going to lay that ball down and give it a off the ground kick where he gets probably a little more accuracy. Toby's a good field player, good with his feet. Berger sends the ball, tries to send it wide, but it was disrupted by the defender there. Allenoff with a nice takeaway and push up the field there. Tigers with the takeaway, though. And the Tigers with a nice run there, gets the ball into their offensive territory. Again, that was number 11, Roshani Samuels, with a nice streaking play there, but didn't get quite enough. Ooh, the ball sneaks by. Woo. Took a weird hop on Liam Salama, and then also kind of took a weird spin away and ended up going wide of the goal, thankfully, for the Raiders. And Toby Schneider's going to take this goal kick and hopefully calm down his team and get the offense back on track. Big ball by Schneider over to Sean Berger. Sean kind of surrounded by defense, just sticks that ball across the field as well as he can. Throw in here for the Tigers. Substitution in for the Tigers. It's like number 5, Noah Heron in the game for the Tigers. Smooth it on with the ball. He's going to push it up. Man coming on him, but he pushes that ball up. And a little too much lead there for Berger to do anything with that ball. And a punt by the Tigers. Vandenberg with a nice header. Little 50-50 ball there. Nobody really won that big header, but the Raiders ended up with the ball. Muthadon's going to bring it back to Connor Sparling, who's going to send it over to Harry Ross. He's sending it wide to Balapew and up to Owen Wassman. He's going to pull it back. It's going to be a Raiders throw-in. Oh, actually going to be a Tigers throw-in. I perhaps misjudged the line there, and Owen Wassman must have put that ball out. And now Raiders throw in at about the football field 40-yard line. Connor Sparling with that ball up there. Sean Berger is going to collect it, and he slips. Connor Sparling picks that straggling ball up, though. Gets it back to Allenoff, who's going to try to stick it up the middle there to his offense. Oh, good play by Wassman, but he was offsides. And that's going to pull the score off the board. But the Raiders making the pressure they want. It's like a Tiger went down with some sort of minor injury. I say minor because he's jogging off the field nicely. I'm glad to see that it's not something serious. And we'll now commence with play with a kick from the offside spot. Offside can be a controversial call. That one was not controversial. It's not always when the ball gets there that the player is offsides. It's when the ball is kicked. So there's a little more to it than always what it appears, because most people aren't paying attention to some of that. They're watching the ball and not always where the player is at the time the ball is passed, which is truly how offsides is supposed to be interpreted in most cases. So Tigers going for it again. They get the ball up and try to get that ball into the scoring area. And the Raiders defense holds strong. We're about 15 minutes into the first half and the match as a whole. And our score is 0-0. Looks like a little grab by the Raiders is going to give the Tigers a free kick in a very dangerous location. This ball probably will be played much like a corner kick. It's just a little bit further out, but they're going to try to put this right in the scoring area and see what can happen. That ball is a little low, a little tight, but gave everybody a heart attack there because Schneider came out for it, and the ball took a weird ricochet, but the Raiders get it out, and all is good for Hudson. Raiders will get a throw-in. Vandenbark with the throw. He's going to bring it back to Allenoff. He's going to play it hard up the middle. That's Quentin Muthadon with the ball, and here we go. Here's Owen Wassman chasing in, putting pressure on the defense, who elects to just kick that ball out of bounds. A play like that gives you a very good indicator of why, good quality soccer teams play defense all over the field. When you see the Hudson Strikers playing defense in our offensive half, to keep the ball there is really important. That's how you keep the ball where you want it. And that's what quality teams get accomplished in their games. So looks like we're going to have a throw in here from the Raiders. And it looks like we have Matt Miles tuning in from Menominee Falls. Looks like Matt used to live in ref in the Hudson, New Richmond area. And thankfully, with Matt's reffing experience, he agreed with my take on the offsides call. So I appreciate that, Matt. Always a tricky call to interpret as an official, as a coach, and definitely as players, because the emotions get in the way there sometimes. So Tigers with some opportunity here. Ball's moving around. Hudson Raiders having a little trouble clearing, and Raiders clear it out, but it's going to be a Tigers throw-in. Here we go. Good play in there by, nice sneaky play by the Tigers. Missed header by the Raiders gave the Tigers a second chance there. Couple nice headers by Salama, followed by Connor Sparling. Gets it out, but the Tigers get it back, and there's Henry Vandenbark with a nice big clear there to get it out of the danger zone and up to the strikers. But ball comes back again. Seeing a lot of back and forth here. Tigers will have another throw in at midfield. Playing it all the way back to Toby Schneider. And there's another example of watching your strikers play some defense, and the Tigers force the hand of the Raiders and Toby Schneider there to kick that ball out of bounds and turn it over. Play in there by the Tigers. About a 28-yard shot, low and hard, but Toby read that all the way. Makes a nice play on it. But Tigers definitely showing some offensive power here right now in making some things happen. So Salam over there playing it on the sideline, plays it up the line. There's Owen Wassman picking it up. Playing a high ball up to Muthadon. Chest traps it down and continues to play it. Harry Ross picking up that one. Oh, and got his feet a little tangled and lost that one. Alanoff plays it up to Vandenbark. Into Aaron Sparling and back to Salama. Over to Balapu. Headed out by the Tigers, but again controlled by the Raiders. Again playing it back to Toby Schneider. Toby moves that ball right back where it came from because the defense had followed the ball. Nice play. Alanoff with it. And again, swiped by the Tigers. Whew, a heck of an attempt there by the Tigers. Number 3, Steven Chapman, a sophomore. Kind of picked up a straggling ball, brought it in, and he got a good strike on that ball, but Toby Schneider came out playing the angle, made that a tougher shot, and Toby deflected it out of bounds as well, so the Tigers get another great chance here with a corner kick. That ball curled out as a left-footed corner, and on that side, a left-footed corner often will curl out, and makes it a little tougher on the offense to make something happen on that ball. And Raiders are able to get that ball and clear it out. Number of subs coming into the match. We have number 16 for the Tigers, who I'm not seeing a 16. That might be Ty Heron in the match. And then we had Brady Anderson and Joao Silva in the match for your hometown Hudson Raiders for River Channel. All right, we're 22 minutes into the half, and actually into the match, and we are still sitting at 0-0. Both teams knocking on the door. Neither team hitting the back of the net yet, though. Vandenberg with the throw. The Tigers frequently double teaming Sean Berger. You've probably seen he's one of the leading scorers of the Raiders and a dangerous player, and it makes a lot of sense to double team Sean. Play it up, and they get through and by the Raider defense by a nick, but their ultimate play gets disrupted by the Raiders and cleared out. Another nice ball in. Toby Schneider elects to punch that ball out. Does so very well. The punch was with authority, which got it out a good distance. Sometimes punches are not done with quite enough power behind them, and they sometimes cause more trouble than you want. Raiders getting ready with the throw. Vandenberg with the throw. Tigers clearing that ball. It's Aaron Sparling picking it up and sending it over to Brady Anderson. Muthadon attacking there, and Aaron Sparling attacking, but the Tigers control it. They're sending it up again. There's Allen off with a nice head clear. It's Harry Ross trying to play it deep and far, but gets headed out by the Tigers. Silva tries to keep it in play for the Raiders, but the Tigers take it. Got a foul called here. Well, it looked like from this perspective, both players were locked up with each other, but the ref is going to call he's calling the foul on the Raiders. Free having a chat with a couple players there. And that's our friend Bob Nelson from Jupiter, Florida, and his wife Denise, their grandson Connor Seabass Hauser, entering the match, number 2 for the Raiders. Let's see what Connor can do, if he can bring a little magic to the field here. So Sean Berger getting a deserved rest. Clear by the Raiders. Be a goal kick for the Raiders. Toby Schneider gearing up for this. Ball's accidentally forwarded for the Raiders, but off a Tiger head. Aaron Sparling playing that one. And this time call on the Tigers for a push from behind on that was on Connor Sparling, who took that push and got the foul, and he's about to take the kick. Decides to play it short to Brady Anderson, who's wide open. Brady puts a big cross on, but off his foot, probably in a way he didn't want, and that ball sailed right and high. Going to give the Tigers a goal kick. Tigers have a substitution into the match here. We have number 18, Len Rios, entering the game for the hometown New Richmond Tigers. And that ball got out of bounds off the Tigers there. It'll be a Raiders throw-in. Brady Anderson throws that deep. Looks like Anderson's geared up for another one. He takes a quick throw into Aaron Sparling. Brings it over to Brady, who again sends it across the field. That time a really nice cross. Nobody home, really. Harry Ross plays that back to Allenoff. Plays a nice ball up the field to Connor Hauser. Kind of gets his feet tangled up, and the ball goes off Hauser for a throw-in. Silva trying to use his hips and body to shield, which is legal, but not if you get too much hip and arm on that. So there's a quick foul on the Raiders, and it'll be a Tigers free kick. All right, here we go. Aaron Sparling with a nice header. Tigers continue to control that, but that's going to be Aaron Sparling there in the corner. Both Sparlings there. Refs letting some pushing happening there, but ultimately it'll be a Tigers throw-in. Ball slips past Harry Ross, but he played that ball nicely and got the clear. Ball up with the clear. Ball kind of all over the place right now. Connor Hauser playing it into Harry Ross. He's going to play it out wide to Quentin Muthadon, who uses his body well there and gets a quick strike. A little too quick. He got under it a little too much and puts that ball high and wide, and that will result in another Tigers goal kick. Raiders getting their opportunities, but just not converting for a variety of reasons. Sometimes those opportunities aren't optimal for scoring, even though it seems like some probably look to be really great opportunities because they get a good hard kick on the ball, but it's really not always because of the timing. Sometimes you just have to kick that ball when you get the opportunity and see what happens, and often that can end up in a high ball or a wide ball. So but the Raiders have definitely had their chances, as have the Tigers tonight. We're now about 30 minutes into the half. Muthadon playing that ball back, maybe a little more than he wanted. There's Connor Hauser fighting it out deep, and be another Tigers goal kick. Raiders moving that ball in well, but just not getting the heat on the goal yet. Nicky Allen off with a smart play. He knew there wasn't a whole lot behind him, so he didn't want to take any chances with that ball and just kicked it out of bounds. PA Tigers throwing deep in their territory. Good clear there by the Raiders. Another great takeaway, though. The strikers in midfield of the Raiders, or of the Tigers, is playing tough in that kind of that between the defense and midfield zone. Winning a lot of balls there. Now have a free kick for the Tigers in a very dangerous location. They like to play it short, and trying to make a play there. Raiders kind of read that and sniffed it out, and left the Tigers with a less than ideal opportunity there. Looks like we have Sean Berger and Owen Wassman re-entering the match, and seeing if they can put a little pressure on here to make something happen here at the end of the first half. So some good play there by Muthadon and Hauser, who have exited the game, it looks like. Vandenbark with the throw. Silva with a little chest redirect. A nice play. There's Wassman with the ball. And as he slipped, he tried to slip it across rather than just lose it, but ultimately was taken by the Tigers. Be another throw for the Raiders. Hauser, or Connor Sparling, that is, sends it over deep. Little two-man game over there with Anderson and Berger. Berger goes for a cross. Harry Ross is there. Harry's got it. Another great chance. Harry with it still deep in. He's got a lot of defense on him. He's going to play it out. That's a good opportunity. Great play by the Raiders. Great grab by New Richmond goalkeeper. In a lot of pressure on that goalkeeper, and he made a nice play on that ball. Looks like that is Zaylen Sweet. So a nice save by Zaylen there from New Richmond. There's Berger again, trying to make something happen, and the Raiders pick up the straggling ball. That's Harry Ross. Harry likes to bring it back so he can bring it forward. Very good with his foot skills. Wassman with a nice little switcheroo there, but a lot of guys to dribble through, and ultimately the New Richmond numbers foil that attempt. Vandenbark with the throw, though. Raiders keep possession. See what they can do with this throw. Little over 5 minutes left in the half. Raiders would love to get on the board before halftime. Allenoff over to Balapew. Sends it over to Brady Anderson. Cuts in, advances the ball nicely. Step up by the Tigers, takes that ball. Tigers again take it. They're going to advance it now. Harry with some good disruption, though. And looks like Connor Hauser re-entering the game and taking Joao Silva out. It's like Hauser's coming in to play one of the center mid positions for the final about 4.5 minutes or so. Aaron Sparling moving up to the center striker position. Gets it out to Hauser. He's going to carry that ball a little bit. Goes for a little bit of a cross and gets disrupted and taken by the Tigers, who are going to push it up. Raiders throwing it in repeatedly and getting it another throw in. Tigers keep putting it out of bounds. Going to be another Raiders throw in, so they're moving in the right direction. Decide to throw this ball backwards. Looks like Harry Ross down there with the ball. Puts a cross in off of the Tigers. That's going to give the Raiders a corner kick. And optimal time for this. Raiders would love to get on the board right now. What's beautiful about a corner kick is it does give you the chance to deposit that ball right in the sweet scoring area, which it looks like is what the Raiders are probably going to do. It's a nice ball right there. And the Raiders get a goal. Fantastic play. Looks like Allenoff puts that one in the net off of the, I think that was a Harry Ross corner kick. And spectacular play. I'm going to watch this on my screen here. But fantastic play by the Raiders. A little bit of a move around, and that's going to give the Raiders what they really wanted here, and that was a lead, potentially a lead going into halftime. It's about 3 minutes left. Raiders off the schneid. They did not score at all in their game on Tuesday, getting shut out by River Falls, and so getting on the board here, very important for the Raiders. So we'll see if they can hold on. The Tigers have been countering and have had their own good opportunities, and looks like they're setting something up here. Good takeaway there by Connor Sparling. Sends it up to his brother Aaron, who heads it over to Berger. Very nice exchange of play there. Over to Sparling, who's going to send it across. There's Wassman. Again sends it across. Great opportunity for Berger. Of course, his back was to the goal, so, you know, it was a nice play, but Sean didn't have much of a chance on that with where his body position was. But the Raiders putting some pressure on. It's good to see. Wassman again with the ball. Keeps it from going out, but gives it over to the Tigers, but the Raiders take it back. Harry Ross trying to send that ball up the middle, but easily swiped by the Tigers. Ball out wide. Brady Anderson's pushing up to keep that ball in the attacking area. Nice play there by Brady, and a nice cross by Brady. Owen plays it back, but the angle is a little bit off. Play with your head, that happens sometimes. Vandenbark with some good play, but he's calling a foul. I think that's the right call. There was a good push from behind on that play. Sometimes it's not how hard the push is, it's what it looks like. Referees have a tough job trying to see 22 players in the ball and what's going on. And it's another great play. Great ball in by Connor Sparling, but the Raiders can't quite capitalize on that oddly bouncing ball. We're now down to a minute in the half. Raiders keeping the pressure on. Good header there by Brady Anderson to keep it in play. Allenoff trying to clear it. Tigers are there to pick it up, though. We'll see if they have anything in store here before the... Oof, that ball is just sitting there a little bit for somebody to do something with, and luckily the Raiders got it out of there. Here we go, Berger with the streaky play, gets past one defender. Sends it across, but a little too far, and Wassman puts it out. They better move fast if they want to take this corner kick. They don't have time to monkey around. A little, nice hit, nice ball, nice ball. And that goal was after the clock. There's no buzzer here in the stadium. So Raiders will end this half with a 1-0 lead on the Nicky Allenoff goal off the corner kick. Great play. Looks like the Raiders Looks like they scored there at the end, but since there's no buzzer, it was called by the referee as a no goal, and probably the right call there. So we will take a short break here, folks. Get yourself a snack, use the restroom, come back. We got an exciting half of soccer coming up here after the break. Thanks.
Yep.
Should I speak louder or?
Oh, I guess just the
Acoustics?
maybe.
All right, here we go, gearing up for the second half in this matchup of the hometown New Richmond Tigers in black versus the visiting Hudson Raiders in white. First half action, both teams had quite a few opportunities. Hudson able to capitalize on a corner kick from Harry Ross to Nicky Alanoff, and that's where our score sits, 1-0 advantage of the Hudson Raiders. And as you are looking at the field, the Hudson Raiders are in white, playing from left to right now, and the New Richmond Tigers are in black, playing from right to left. Raiders will take this kick, and that's Connor Hauser sending the ball back to Harry Ross, who's going to put it up the field. And it's going to be a Raiders throw-in. We got to get the clock started. Okay, clock isn't running. Yeah. Okay. They're working on it. There we go. Sorry about that. We were working with the clock people. Clock in the stadium is stuck for the time being, but the referees do keep official time on the field as well, just in case of these things. So play continues as ever. Big strike there from Connor Sparling, but hits that a little bit wide. And that's going to give the Tigers a goal kick. Glad to see all our viewers tonight. It's always fun to see who's watching and listening, so feel free to drop a note in the comments. And any observations you're making about the game or what's happening. The Raiders attempting to take the ball there, but a good takeaway by the Tigers. Harry Ross with a nice play, a little chip, but a little too deep by Harry there. Tough to manage, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Tigers. These games always start on YouTube with a certain number of viewers, and then about a day or two later, it's a massive amount of people have viewed. These players love to get home and analyze the tape and kind of learn what happened. We generally play these teams twice, so analyzing is always important. Coaches as well. And families are sitting here watching the game, but they want to go back and see kind of what happened at certain times. So really great to be able to have this opportunity to broadcast and post. Berger with a little slip there again. Sean's had a little slipping over the last couple games. And actually called a foul before that. So either way, Raiders get the ball. That's Connor Sparling. He's got a leg, even though he's 50 yards out. He's going to put this ball probably in a nice spot to make something happen. It's a nice ball. A little bit wide, but nice play in general. But no Raiders home for that one. It's a good lofted ball. I like that kind of ball and that kind of play. Raiders are going to get a... looks like a corner kick. You'll notice the Raiders always pretty typically play two guys over by the ball. Sometimes they like to play the corner kick short and dribble in and see if they can get a better opportunity there. Other times they just like to play it traditionally. And there's a traditional. Ball's hit a little low, but Wassman played the bounce with the header very nicely and still got a good play on the ball. And Raiders are going to keep it going. There's Brady Anderson. Nice little head over by Hauser, or not Hauser, but Connor Sparling. Raiders applying some pressure. It's good to see. Coming out of the gate strong right now. Hauser sending it over to Connor Sparling, who's trying to send it up to Wassman. Kind of gets through, and the Tigers take that ball away. Looks like we got a Raider down. Looks like it's probably Wassman. Holding his hand. Maybe his wrist coming off the field. We'll hope that's as minor as possible for Owen. The Raiders want and need him available. And looks like Quentin Muthadon entering the game to take that spot. Slight pause in the action here due to the injury. Raiders still leading 1-0. Ref is going to give the ball to the Tigers here. And there's the play. Somewhat of a play of good sportsmanship. In an injury, it's hard to know who should get the ball. So what happens is they usually pick a side to just who's going to kick the ball off to the other team, knowing they're going to lose possession. A good way to handle a tough situation because an injury shouldn't punish either team. So Raiders trying to get that ball out of their defensive end. Tigers playing strong, though. Good side slide tackle by Berger. Brady Anderson trying kind of for the backwards kick play there. Kind of went a little high on him. It's a clear by Ballapue up to Aaron Sparling. Nice play back to Harry Ross, who's going to push it up. He's going to send it out to Vandenbark, up to Muthadon, who sends it back in. This is some nice ball movement by the Raiders. Harry Ross gets a little chip play. Berger looked offsides to me, probably by a step or two. Sometimes it's easy to get focused on the ball and not always look at what the defensive players are doing. Happens to the best of them. It's going to be a free kick for the Tigers. Oh, thank you. Correction. It was Owen Wassman with the score in the first half. I incorrectly... Oh, here we go. Berger with a good attempt here. And, a wonderful opportunity for the Raiders. They played it very well. Berger had a good little breakaway within the goal area and sends it over to a teammate who took a good swipe at the ball, but defense and goalkeeper were in play. Nice play by the Raiders. They keep it in, and now they're going to have a corner kick. So, again, to finish that correction, that was Owen Wassman with the goal for the Raiders in the first half. And a really nice play by Owen there. So we are hoping we see him back in the match after him coming off with some sort of looked like wrist injury. Good play there. Connor Sparling with a nice header. Tried to redirect it into the far post and just put it wide. Raiders applying a lot of pressure early on in these first 7 minutes or so. We had a little clock issue at the beginning, but then we had the injury, and I noticed the referee watching his clock, watching his watch very closely, and I think he's maybe found that those two time discrepancies maybe balanced out, and we'll keep the clock the way it is. But it is possible that this match may end earlier than the clock says. So don't be surprised as you're watching. Don't leave in the last few minutes, especially if it's close, because we're not going to be sure when this one's officially going to be over. It's going to be the referee on the field making that call. Good ballman here by the Tigers. Now they're pushing up the field. No strong defense on them, so you carry that ball up the field. A slip, unfortunately, by the Tigers striker is going to give the Raiders a throw-in. It's Brady Anderson. He's throwing it up kind of into space, hoping somebody would get there, but Tigers kick it out, luckily for the Raiders, and Brady will have another throw in here. Step up by the Tigers. And a foul on Connor Sparling. Made a little more contact than probably necessary, trying to get by the other player. Also looked like he may have been held, but hard to tell. So referee makes the call. You live with it. Big play here. Kind of maybe miss-hit there by the Tigers. Playing that ball low doesn't do much advantage-wise for you. Those big kicks, though, sometimes you overpower them and don't quite get the foot placement where you want it. Here comes the Tigers now. Playing it back and then playing it forward again to create some space. Nice little flick pass there by the Tigers. And the Raiders put that one out of bounds. Be a throw in by the Tigers, deeper into their territory, and a nice ball in. Who's miscommunication there between the defense and Toby Schneider. I think the defense thought Toby was coming to get it. I think Toby thought the defense was going to clear it, and ultimately we had a little bit of a heart attack moment there. If you're a Raider fan, you were worried that was going to be a goal on Toby Schneider, and if you were a Tiger fan, you are looking at that like, man, we should have put that one in the goal. So here we go. Corner kick for the Tigers. Good header there by number 11. Rashani Samuels of the Tigers. Raiders kick that out, so it's going to be another corner kick on the other side for the Tigers. Tigers definitely getting their opportunities, goal kicks and otherwise, to put something on the board. It's a big ball, but a little bit outside. So the Raiders dodge one there. Here comes number 14 for the Raiders. That's Liam Salama, a senior, coming in on the defensive side of things. I coached Liam for a number of years. Great to see Liam back on the field this match. Sean Berger taking a break. Muthadon goes down hard, no foul called. Big play by Samuels here, and see what he can do. He's got some speed, but great defensive play there. That was Balapew with the great defensive play. Nice head out by Alanoff. Brady Anderson putting that ball up. Aaron Sparling's going to charge into the three defenders there and see what he can do. Brady keeps it going. He makes a nice play out. Again, this is why you play hard defense everywhere you go. Something called. AR calling for a stoppage of the clock. I'm not sure our clock people are watching. They should be stopping the clock. I think they're calling a major pull or hold. And the Raiders are going to get their own PK this time. So last game the Raiders lost because of 2 controversial PK calls in the box. Tonight they're going to get their own. Referee again calling for a stoppage of the clock. There, we got it stopped. Referee's doing his best. I think, he's managing the clock as well as a stressful situation. He very nicely gave an explanation to New Richmond players. Not sure they liked it. And that is Aaron Sparling, it looks like. With the goal. So very nice PK deposited in the lower right corner by Hudson Raider Jr. Aaron Sparling, number 9. That's at about the 53rd minute, give or take, depending on what happened with the clock. AR is calling something else here. Not sure what he's calling. Referee's having a chat. Referee heading over to explain something to the New Richmond coaching staff. Owen Wassman back in the match. Good to see that. Got a little treatment from the trainer. I think the New Richmond coaches just wanted their own explanation of what the PK call was. Referee gave it to him. And wow, here's a turn of events no one was expecting. Referee is issuing a red card to Aaron Sparling, who just scored the PK. The only thing I can think of is that Aaron ran in and took the ball out of the visiting net, which might, I don't know what the Wisconsin High School League rules are, but he ran into the New Richmond net to take the ball. I'm not sure if that is a rule or not. I'd have to consult the Wisconsin High School League rule book to see if that's a ejectable. I don't know if maybe there was something said or done that we missed, but he's canceling the red card now, issuing a yellow card. I will try to get to the bottom of this one for our next broadcast to share what happened. Not sure if Matt Miles there in Menominee Falls, your referee experience, if you saw something different, please post it and share. I am quite baffled by all of what happened. However, something clearly alerted the AR to something inappropriate that happened. So this referee crew is kind of going through the ringer here. They hustled over here. They had another game, a 5 o'clock match in Menominee. They were officiating and hustled right over here for the next game. Probably about a good half hour, 45-minute drive to just get put into this as well. So interesting situation. Big time stoppage here. Not sure the players even know what was going on, but interesting nonetheless. Yeah, let's get this going. I'm going to see if I can go backwards and watch the recording here. Matt Miles says there was a little more celebrating maybe than he felt was that the celebration might have been worth the card. Matt also didn't think a red would be appropriate. I have to say I would generally agree for what typically a red card is issued for, but I'm going to watch the recording here quick. Well, the referees consult ongoing consultation. It's a score. Sparling goes into the net, pulls it out, kind of does a little whisper call, like, so definitely some celebration. Definitely from my many years of coaching and some officiating and playing, I did not see anything on the replay that I just watched that really indicated a red card, unless there's a specific rule in Wisconsin high school soccer that would call for that. So we'll all live with a yellow card over a red card, and maybe next time Aaron will just head back and line up for the next ball. Everybody's heart stopped when they saw that red card pop out. So anyway, here we are, finally back to playing, and the Raiders are pushing it in. Silva slips one through. Goalkeeper did not keep that clean and bounced off, and gives everybody that chance to make something happen, but New Richmond kicks that ball out. And quickly, New Richmond has the ball in their offensive end. See if they can make something interesting happen here. Anderson with some tough D. He kicks that off the other player. And now the ref reverses that call, and that's going to be a Tigers throw. Probably the right call, but you could also see that Anderson maybe kicked that ball off the shin of the other player, but ref changes the call. Raiders win that play and get it out. We're seeing the physicality of this match picking up a little bit, probably with some frustration and things like that, leads to the players, along with a rivalry game, of course. Balapu goes for the header, but Nicky Alanoff gets the clear. It's going to go out of bounds and will be a Tigers throw-in. Thank you, Matt Miles, for that interpretation. Depending how you viewed the kind of the shushing finger that Sparling did after scoring that goal, that could be viewed as taunting. And according to Wisconsin high school rules, taunting is a red card offense. And so the real question from the ref was judging, was that taunting or not taunting? And ultimately the referee decided perhaps it wasn't, or just not a red cardable offense. Nonetheless, I'm sure New Richmond is not happy with the outcome of that call, if they knew that rule. And the Raiders are happy because if a player receives a red card, not only are they ejected from the match, but their team plays shorthanded at that position. So that's why when the referee was about to issue the red card, he actually told Owen Wassman to step off the field because, oh my goodness, a big crossing play in, and the Raiders get a score there. I'm going to again have to go back to the recording to see exactly how that played out in terms of who scored. But a very nice play for the Raiders there, and that's putting them up 2-0. And we will have that scoring action in just a moment, but the Tigers are going to kick off. Tigers looking to make something happen here, now down 2-0. Raiders are going to let that go all the way back for a goal kick. A lot of interesting plays here tonight, and some calls from the referees that have made it interesting. I always appreciate when the referees do take the time to have consultations on important calls like that. Jack Wassman thinks he saw that perhaps it wasn't a shush, but it was a thumb in the mouth. Not sure what any of that means, but we are left with a yellow card, probably the right decision there, in lieu of all of the information and some of the ambiguity of everything. Some of these things I've seen players for years do at all levels that aren't called for taunting. And however, it is a rule and you have to follow those rules, and we are where we're at. So here come the Raiders again, sending that ball across. Raiders get a good opportunity there. Be a goal kick for the Tigers. Always good to hear from Jack. Jack is playing collegiate ball. Jack, put a comment in. Remind me the name of your school. Jack is a Hudson High School graduate and a great player from last year's squad that went to the state championship. And always good to hear from Jack. Still trying to here we go. That looked like Muthadon with the goal off of a beautiful cross from Harry Ross. So now it looks like we've got that set. Again, anyone who saw that differently, let me know. Watching the replay, that's what it looked like, as a little deflection by Muthadon. And we're back in action. So Raiders up 2-0. We're now down to about 19 minutes in the half and in the match left. New Richmond looking to make something happen here. They'd love to get on the board and make this a 2-1 match, which will change everything. Harry Ross gets a full head of steam up and gets it out wide. Looks like that's Owen Wassman there in the corner. Working to get a corner kick, and it looks like the Raiders got it. That's Harry Ross gearing up to take that kick. A few substitutions for the Raiders. Silva in the match, number 15. Soren Matson in the match. And I believe making his high school varsity debut is number 5, Austin Nava. So good to see Austin in the match. I had the pleasure of coaching Austin a bit for a couple winter soccer sessions. And he is also the brother of Trevor Nava, who was on last year's state championship team and has graduated and is now at school at UW River Falls. So good to see Austin in the match. Nice cross in there by Nava. Nobody home though, but a good left-footed ball in there. And again, the Tigers trying to counterattack quickly. They know they need to get something on the board. We're down to about 17 and a half minutes. There's Jack. Jack is at Wisconsin Lutheran College in Milwaukee playing D3 soccer. I am still hopeful I can get to a match at some point to see Jack play. I had the pleasure of coaching Jack and his brother over the years in summer traveling and winter soccer leagues and things like that. So, Jack, hope your season's going well, buddy. Got to be glad to see your brother get a goal tonight. Balapu goes for a big cross, and that's going to result in a throw-in for the Raiders. Inadvertent handball by the Tigers. So the Raiders will get a goal kick at about the 30-yard line. That's going to be dangerous territory for Connor Sparling. Both the Sparling boys have good, strong legs and good accuracy for where they place these balls. So that's a nice ball by Connor. Nobody home. Hit a wall of Tigers there, and they got the ball out. Uh-oh, looks like Lucas Peterman is tuned in as well. Lucas, another Hudson graduate. Lucas is playing goalkeeper up at UW Superior, I believe. Lucas, if I've got that wrong, correct me. Good to see so many former teammates tuning in to watch their friends and brothers play. Last year's team made it all the way to the state championship match for Wisconsin, so a lot of strong bonds between some of the boys on the field now and some of these guys who are now out of high school and doing college or other activities with their lives. So great to see. Raiders continuing to possess the ball. We had about 15 minutes left in the match. There's Salama in a little bit of a foot race. He had the angle. Good ball movement by Balapu into, good spin move there by Hauser, but a little off. Good try though, Connor. That ball gets by the defense, and Toby Schneider's there though to gather it up and pull it all together. Toby Schneider now picking that ball up and going to give it a punt. Ballapue putting that ball up deep. A little too deep. Nobody home. No big deal, though. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Is going to punt it out. Harry Ross gets a chest on that ball. Hauser does a little hip turn there. Defense sniffed that out, though. Good attempt, though. Tigers looking to get that ball. They're working it up the middle. Disrupted by the Raiders' defense. Raiders again pushing a deep through ball. There's Nava with the ball in the corner. Keeps it up. He gets a little cross in. Raiders making some interesting plays there with some guys. That was Soren Matson, number 15, all over that little cross by Nava. We have a host of a host of Raiders entering the game. That's Muthadon. Number 4, we have Brennan Ballapue entering the match. And number 16, Matt Camizel entering the game for the Raiders. So some great play by a number of players. We're down to about 13 minutes left. Coach Solom with a 3-0 lead is going to get some playing time for some players, which will be valuable down the road. And we'll see what happens here. Raiders continuing to move that ball, and some nice movement between these guys. Taking their time. It's a nice little ball movement around. Up to Muthadon. Good setup pass there. Muthadon goes for a little chip in, but maybe a little low and hard for someone to get in there and take it on. So we're now down to approximately 12 minutes in the match. Remember, we had a long stoppage for injury, but we also had a long period where the clock was not started. So not sure if the referee balanced that out or not. So ultimately, this game will be called by the referee. Doesn't appear there is a buzzer here either, so a buzzer will not be part of ending this match, I won't expect. Sparling with a solid tackle, a little too solid, head-to-head, and actually knocked the player over and is going to get the foul. So Tigers will get a nice attempt here. They should be able to put this ball in a good spot. It's a nice ball by the Tigers. Good head on the ball. And ultimately gets out of bounds, and the Raiders will have a goal kick. Looks like we got a corner kick, actually, not a goal kick. Tigers, this is the opportunity they need to get on the board. The left-footed cross is a little bit low and short. Allows the Raiders to pick it off. Silva sending a little give and go. Was a little too much give, though. So Tigers pick that one off. Ball is slipped over all the way to the other side for the Tigers. Ooh, nice little move there. A little quick pass. Seen some nice ball movement by the Tigers today. They had a number of opportunities. They just could not, at this point, get anything into the net. Less than 10 minutes left. Raiders leading 3-0. We'll see how much time is truly left in the next about 8 minutes or so, if our clock is on or not. Here's Muthadon with a nice pull down and pull back. Nice play there. Sends it over to Harry Ross. He's going to bring it over. Good little back and forth there with Mac Mazel and Soren Matson. Matson with a nice attempt there to keep that ball in, but it does get out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Tigers. Substitution for the Tigers. Looks like number 19, John Dunlap, entering the game for the Tigers. Foul called on the Raiders. Soren Matson getting a little more body than ball there. And it's going to be a Tigers kick. Get a shot. They take a long shot. That's about a 25-yard shot, and went a little high and sailed on him. Raiders maintain their 3-goal lead here. We're now under 8 minutes in the match. Toby Schneider with a big kick. Gets on a bounce. Ref calls there was a push on push off by the Tigers. Harry Ross kind of got pushed aside there, and good call by the ref. Gonna be a free kick here by the Raiders. Ball gets backed up. Raiders don't mind. It takes ticks off the clock. Looks like Connor Sparling over there. He's gonna play it wide to Liam Salama. He's playing on the outside now. Yeah, it's number 16, Mac Mazel with the throw. Nicky Alanoff sending it wide. It's Brennan Ballapue over there at the left back position. Looks like he's also taking the throw. Good throw by Brennan. Off the Raiders, though, for a Tigers throw-in. Brendan Ballapue chasing that down, tipping it over to Nicky Elanoff. He's going to play it all the way over to Toby Schneider, who's going to send it deep to, I think that's Mac. Nope, that's Soren, sorry. And Quentin Muthadon playing some nice defense at the middle of the field to win that ball. Harry Ross pushing it up. Those little 5 to 10 yard bursts. Oh, it was a great play into Harry Ross. Woo! Really nice exchange there by the Raiders. That looked like Joao Silva with a nice little crossover to Harry Ross, who looked like he was slipping or had to really dive for that and just got a little too much under the ball. Nice little play there by the Raiders, though. There's Harry Ross all the way back for that header. Tigers still working hard, trying to get on the board. About less than 5 minutes left in this match. Brennan Ballapue with the clear. The Raiders are going to do everything they can to keep that ball out of the scoring area here to maintain the shutout. Get back on track. This was the kind of game they needed after after falling to the River Falls Wildcats Tuesday night by a score of 0-2. Shutout here is just what they needed moving into next week's matches. There we go. Corner kick from the Tigers. It was a great chance for them. Yeah, a little too much body there by the Raiders. Joao Silva with the foul. Going to give the Tigers a really good opportunity here. They're about 20 yards out. This is a dangerous territory for scoring. Schneider with a great save. You read that all the way, going upper left. Kobe makes a nice diving punch-out save. Want the clock stopped again. The referee is frustrated with the clock a bit. So he is probably going to add a little time onto this one. Another foul called on the Raiders. Silva again, a little too much body. It's going to give the Tigers another kick there. Comes back all the way to their goalkeeper who sends it up. Tigers playing it around with their defense, trying to push that ball up. They send it out wide. We're now down to about a minute and a half. Raiders have two matches next week. Thursday night, they'll be playing at Eau Claire North. And next Tuesday, it looks like they have a match against Rice Lake on Tuesday, September 20th. So a couple matches coming up for the Raiders. I'm sure New Richmond has a couple as well. We're now down to about a minute. Push from behind by the Raiders, number 15. Soren Mattsson's going to give the Tigers a free kick here with just under a minute left. Mattson is left a little bit hurt on that. He did go down a little hard, a little awkward. We're going to hope he's all right. The way he's holding his arm appears maybe to be a little issue with the shoulder maybe, but ref is instructing the clock to add a little over a minute onto the match. So good call. Of course, he is keeping his own time. Not sure he's going to wait for that to happen, but New Richmond makes a few substitutions. Looks like Soren's walking off on his own power, holding his shoulder. Looks a little sore. Brady Anderson coming in to fill that spot. Having had 2 shoulder injuries and surgeries myself, I know shoulder injury can be a lot more painful than it looks, so we're going to hope that Soren is maybe a little bruised, a little battered, but that he's all right. And here we go. Technically a minute and a half left in the match. So clock started, but it is going to go past the 80-minute mark on the clock if the referee is keeping the clock the way he wants. Misplay by the Raiders is going to give Tigers a corner kick here at the end. It's about a minute left, if I'm doing my math somewhat correctly. And Tigers are going to do what they can to take advantage of this. All the Raiders are back defending. I think there's literally 11 defenders. And somehow the Tigers snuck that ball in and put one on the board. So that's going to be a 3-1 lead now for the Raiders. Always a good feeling to get on the board when you've been shut out for almost 80 minutes. So unfortunate turn of events here for the Raiders defense, wanting the shutout, but still a solid game by the Raiders defense and Toby Schneider. There's literally about 20 bodies there. Tough to see through, tough to see where the ball is. And here we go. Tigers making a push. Maybe they can sneak one more in. Hard to say. I think we're probably at about 30 seconds left in this match. Salama goes hard and takes that win. Going to be a throw-in. Imagining this one's going to be over at about the 30-second mark here. Now they stop the clock again, or it automatically stops at 80, so this will all be on the ref for ending the match, folks. Raiders keep just kicking it out of bounds. They know that's going to wear that whatever time is left down. Big clear by the Raiders. Ref keeps watching his clock, and there it is, folks. That's going to be the end of this match. Raiders take a 3-1 lead and win this match. There we go. The scoreboard did get the goal on for the Tigers here. Great night. Fun soccer match to watch. Some drama, some good scoring, some great opportunities, some great play. A little controversy with the referees on a yellow card. All the elements of a great game. We certainly appreciate everybody watching and look forward to you joining us next week for a couple more matches on Tuesday night and Thursday night. Everybody have a great night. Congratulations to the Raiders on the win. Thank you.